Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my 14 and 15 week pregnancy updates. Sorry about missing my last week's video, the 14 week pregnancy update, but I wrote down everything that happened during my 14 week of pregnancy and we will be going over that today. So if you would like to hear about my 14 and 15 week pregnancy, then go ahead and keep on watching. I just want to say I'm sorry if you can hear dogs barking in the background. I am actually filming this video in the daytime, so there are dogs barking outside. Sorry guys. Like I said in the intro to this video, I missed my 14-week pregnancy update, so we're going to go ahead and start with the 14-week symptoms and then we will move on to 15 weeks. During my 14th week of pregnancy, it seemed like I was a little bit more tired. I remember 13 weeks I had mentioned that my energy was starting to come back finally and how wonderful that was. Seemed like that bit me in the butt by saying that, because during my 14th week I was pretty tired, didn't really want to do anything. I did the bare minimum, and other than that I just wanted to lay on the couch and try and keep myself from falling asleep. I also had a few extra headaches during my 14th week. Again, I think that I just wasn't drinking enough water. There was a lot going on during my 14th week, so I just was neglecting the water, I guess. But I did start drinking more water and I haven't noticed any since then, but I did get a few headaches. My nausea was still getting better. I think it was like every other day during my 13th week, and during my 14th week it's like every 2 days I'll have a little bit of nausea, but it's still not that bad. One thing that I did notice in my 14th week of pregnancy is that I am more thirsty at night. Seems like in the beginning I was just always thirsty and then I just wasn't thirsty at all, but then in the 14th week of pregnancy I started getting really thirsty at night. During the day I wasn't all that thirsty. I would just force myself to drink, but then at nighttime I just needed lots and lots of water. Something really exciting that happened in the 14th week is that I officially felt the baby move. I've been feeling little like taps almost. It's kind of what it feels like ever since 11 weeks, but I was like, that is way too early to be feeling stuff. I normally feel my babies around 14 weeks. So as it kept happening, I was like, that's what it's gotta be, but surely it can't be that. And then it just kept happening and now I'm feeling it harder and harder. So I know that it is officially the baby kicking. Also during my 14th week, I noticed that none of my clothes fit. I have a pair of leggings that are really stretchy and those are tight around my belly, and I'm just wearing a lot of pajama pants or like really stretchy pants, and that's about it. So I'm wearing a lot of the same clothes over and over. I just cycle them out, and that's how I've been doing things lately. Now we're gonna go ahead and get into the 15-week pregnancy symptoms. I am 15 weeks and 2 days today. The number one thing that I am noticing this week is that this baby seems like it is sitting a lot higher than my other children. My other children seems like they always stayed like in my crotch area, and this baby seems to be up a little bit higher. With that, it makes me feel like I'm getting bigger, and I notice that if I'm sitting like straight up, that's kind of when I start feeling nauseous, but if I like lean back, then it feels a lot better. So I just really think that this baby is sitting up a little bit higher than my other babies. Even with that, this week I have had to start being more careful whenever I sit down. I can't just plop down. I kind of have to go down really slow. Otherwise it makes my stomach feel weird. It might sound weird, but I'm pretty sure that whenever I sit down too hard, it causes some Braxton Hicks going on. Like it just feels really tight down there for a little bit. And another thing is that I have been feeling Braxton Hicks contractions the past few days, which is normal. I know everything is fine, just letting you guys know that I am feeling those now. Also, I mentioned before that I felt the baby, like I officially felt the baby start kicking around 14 weeks. That's whenever I'm calling it official. This week, the past few days, I'm noticing that this baby is a lot more active, which is really neat. I feel like I don't feel this baby move around quite as much during the day, but that's probably because I'm moving around a lot. But at the end of the night, whenever I get the kids to bed, I can lay down on the couch. And I think last night I laid down for like 45 minutes waiting for Kagan to get home, and I felt this baby move 3 or 4 times in that 45 minutes. So that is really neat. Also, with that, every time I go to find the baby's heartbeat, I will find it and then it will move away from the Doppler, and then I will find it again and it'll move back away. So it makes it really, really hard for my Doppler to pick up the actual heart rate. So I don't know just how fast it is. It does sound pretty fast just by listening to it, like faster than my other kids, but I can't pick it up because this baby just moves away from it every time that I find it. I mentioned earlier on in my pregnancy that things don't taste the same at all. I think it was, I tried to eat spaghetti one time and it was just absolutely gross, and spaghetti is one of my favorite foods. So we did try and have spaghetti again and it still tastes absolutely disgusting. It's like it's flavorless, and I can add so much spices to it and it just never gets there. I don't know what the deal is. I haven't changed my spaghetti sauce or any of the spices that I add to it. Everybody else says that it tastes fine and it tastes just the same as it did before, but to me it does not. Also with that, we have this fast food restaurant, Sonic, here in Oklahoma, and they have a ultimate meat and cheese breakfast burrito. It has bacon, sausage, tater tots, and it has a zesty cheese sauce in it, and that used to be my favorite. I used to get extra zesty cheese sauce whenever I would order that, and now I can't even eat the burrito because it's just, it doesn't taste the same. It's the zestiness of the cheese sauce. It just doesn't taste right to me. So that is out. It's starting to make me wonder if I will eventually have the same taste buds as I did before, or if that's just it for spaghetti for me. I don't know. If you've had this problem during a pregnancy, let me know if things ever started tasting normal to you again, please. And with that, it is also getting harder for me to find things that actually sound good, just because it seems like everything that I used to like, I no longer like. So I don't know what I want. It's kind of confused me. And while we're on that subject, I still have a very strong sense of smell. I don't like the way things smell. Like when I'm cooking, I can't deal with the raw meat, and then as it's cooking to fully cooked. It's fine once it's fully cooked, but when it goes from raw and then it's cooking, I do not like that smell. I don't care if it's chicken or beef or whatever it might be. I don't like that smell. I don't want to be around it. And other things like my perfume smell different, and other perfumes smell really, really strong and really good. It's just, it's weird right now. So needless to say, I am eating out a lot, and I hate to admit that, but that's just what it is right now. And I'm finding that just regular old chicken nuggets is what I like right now. It's not too flavorful, and I can switch up the sauces depending on what I'm feeling like that day. So that's just been my go-to lately. Nausea is still getting better. Thank goodness. It was so bad for so long, and I'm so glad that it is going away. But like I said, I do notice that if I'm sitting up, then I can kind of start getting nauseous, but I can just lean back and it won't feel so bad. Like the nausea just goes away once I sit back a little bit. So I am just fine with that. I think that I've gotten nauseous like twice the past week-ish. So that's not bad at all. And with that, my heartburn is getting worse. There was one night that I ran out of my Zantac, and I have been taking Zantac 150 milligrams at night before bed just so I can make it through the night. And then I take Rolaids throughout the day as needed. And there was one night that I ran out of my Zantac, and I had to send my husband out to get some at like 11 o'clock at night because I just couldn't do it. And then I ended up waking up in the middle of the night one night, and my heartburn actually came back. Something about moving around or waking up again after I've taken my Zantac and gone to sleep made my heartburn come back. But after you take your Zantac, you can't take it with like Rolaids. I can't take Rolaids too soon after taking it. So I was just kind of screwed for an hour until it settled back down and I was able to fall back asleep. But that is no fun. I am not a fan of heartburn. Also, I am noticing that it is harder for me to do daily tasks like putting on pants. That is something that a lot of times I do have my husband help me like hold the pants out so that I can use him to balance myself to put my legs in. And part of that is because ever since I've been pregnant this time, I have been having back issues. Seems like my back is fine now, but my hips are taking turns not feeling right, so that's a struggle. Also, I can be cleaning the kitchen and I can do half of the kitchen and then I have to sit down and breathe for a second before I finish the rest of the kitchen, just because I do get really out of breath. So I just have to sit down, drink some water, catch my breath, and then I'm good to go again. Last week I did notice that my clothes don't fit anymore. I can't wear my leggings, I can't wear any jeans, nothing fits me anymore. So I did finally cave and I bought 2 pairs of maternity leggings. I have a lot of oversized t-shirts, that's fine, and I do have 2 maternity tops. I'm wearing one of them right now, and then I have a pink one almost exactly like this, but it's the pants that I'm having issues with. So I did buy 2 pairs of maternity leggings off of the Old Navy's website, and they were on sale, so that is great. I cannot wait to get them. They are the full panel ones that cover your whole belly, and I've heard really good things about them, so I cannot wait to get them and try them out and be able to wear something other than pajama pants every time I leave the house. That is it for this update. I can't think of anything else that I'm leaving out, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys my 15-week belly. But just note that we did just have a really big lunch. We went to Fuzzy's Tacos and I filled up on some shredded chicken nachos. So yeah, and like I said, this is my 4th baby. I am pretty big for how far along I am, so just warning you. So here is my 15-week pregnancy belly, and as you can see, it is a lot higher up. I know the baby is still down here in this region. It just seems like I'm getting a lot bigger up here, which isn't normal for me. Normally I'll grow out this way and then I'll just swoop up like this. So this is a very different weight distribution for me, but that is my belly at 15 weeks from the side. And just in case you were curious, this is what I look like from the front. But that is it for this pregnancy update. If you enjoyed, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel down below if you have not already. I think we're getting super close to 2,000 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for all the love and support. I really appreciate it. Also, if you are pregnant or trying to conceive or just had a baby, let me know down below in the comment section. I love hearing from you guys and chatting with you guys. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.